I like keeping up with the Kardashians, even though I've never watched an episode in my life. And I want to talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy, and this is Mindset Matters More. And I know my intro was so freaking stupid, but it's real. It's true. So I wanted to talk about it because I'm listening to this podcast and they have something like 700 episodes. So I can pick up on some things when you like binge something. You know, when you binge something, you could just pick up on habits, mannerisms, and things that you wouldn't necessarily notice if you listened once a week when they come out. But I have picked up that they like to dump on the Kardashians. And I don't have anything against the Kardashians. I don't have any sort of real opinion about it other than, wow, they built a fucking empire. What lessons can I take from that so that I could build my own empire? Um, and it's not this like, oh, how did they build it? I want to mimic it. It's, what are the lessons to be learned in how they built it so that I can build mine? Because I don't want to have a sex tape, guys. I just don't. But when I listen to this podcast and they dump on the Kardashians because they're just like, oh, they made their money for absolutely no fucking reason, and they say things like that. But I had to check myself because as I'm listening to this podcast, I started having thoughts of, well, you're wrong for thinking like that. The way I think is better than yours. You should not think like that. And I even like had the conversation with these people in my head that I was going to tell them off about, them dumping on the Kardashians. And I thought, okay, wait a minute. Let me take a step back for a second because I'm sitting here trying to police one, people's thoughts, two, people's actions, three, people's words. And they don't even know who the fuck I am. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. I mean, who the fuck am I really? But so let that aside, I wanted to take a little bit of a deeper dive into why am I even listening to this podcast? Well, it's a business minded podcast, but the demographic for this podcast, not my podcast, for the podcast that I listen to, isn't me. I'm the one who's like the interloper. It is for males between 15 and 25. And yet, I've chosen to listen to this because the people who are hosting it are very successful and they have a lot of great insights. But the way that they talk and the way that they communicate, it ain't for me. And so why is it that I am placing this judgment when I'm not even their target audience? Like the way that they talk shit to each other, the way that they, you know, associate to the world, the way that they feel, those are things that I'm not sympathetic or even empathetic about because it's not for me. And so here I am like having these thoughts about like, well, you're wrong and you need to change. And it's just like I had to check myself and think, what the fuck? What am I doing? Like, the people who are having the podcast, they don't even know who the hell I am. But not only that, but the Kardashians don't even know who the hell I am. Probably the Kardashians don't even know who the hell the people are who are having this podcast. So it's like a whole bunch of nobody knows anybody in this fucking podcast. And yet I'm the one that's having the issues here. I'm the one that's having feelings and thoughts and like having arguments with people. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I so invested in this? So that's what I'm trying to probe right now. Why am I so invested in people talking shit about other people? And honestly, the only thing that I feel like I could come up with is that, and this is going to be some real shit right now, that I feel like we are all kind of like the same human experience right now. We are all having the same human experience, whether you're rich, poor, black, white, male, female, trans, whether you're gay, bisexual, straight, but no matter what it is that you are, we are all here on this earth having an experience. And my thought is, well, if you're being negative about something, you're pulling negativity into the experience that I am and that other people are having. And I don't have space for negativity. So, what is it that really hit me with this? Is that if you think that some people don't deserve money. And this is a person who they're rich and they are successful, right? And if you're sitting there saying that some people do not deserve to have money, am I deserving of money? Am I deserving of success and of wealth and of, being a part of a different socioeconomic class? And like that's like a lot to think about. It's like, what the hell do I care about what this person thinks? What the hell do I care about what this person, like, I've given them value because I see them as successful. I've given them value because I see them as an authority on how to be successful. But what I fail to like peel apart to take apart from there is that they are not the gatekeepers of actual success. Because if they're sitting there hating on the Kardashians that have been super successful and nobody's gonna fucking argue that, then clearly their judgment of what deserves success or what doesn't success isn't gonna prevent me from being successful. And again, it's not that I want to go the Kardashian route. Like, I'm not that pretty, I'm not that fancy, I'm not that, you know, glamorous. Like, that's just not my route. I know that. I'm not dumb. I'm not blind to that. But I do have my own qualities, and I will use those to get as far as I can possibly get. And I just thought it was funny that, like, I'm listening to this podcast that's not for me, that's not by me, for people who don't know me. And I was getting upset that they were dumping on the Kardashians. I mean, my thoughts on the Kardashians is good for them. Let them have their success. Let them have their experience. It's got to be a lot of pressure. It's got to be a lot of work. It's got to be a lot of shit that comes with it. Like people just dumping on you that don't even know you. And I remember there was a Cat Williams stand-up comedy show that he was talking about that he's happy for his haters, that he is happy because that is their job, is to hate, and he's just gonna keep them employed. And that if today he's got 15 haters, tomorrow he wants to have 16, because that's how you know that you're doing well in life. Because a lot of people hate you for being successful, a lot of people will hate you for doing things that they can't do. And now I don't want haters. I don't like negativity. I'm a little wuss when it comes to shit like that. But at the same time, I do want to have the success. And if that's what's going to come with it, then so be it. Hopefully, it won't spark anger and hate in people. Hopefully, it will just inspire people to push themselves to be where they want to be, where they want to go, what they want to do. All right, guys, with that, that is the end for me. And I love you guys. Bye.